Why do I even bother trying to defend these missions? Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Sonic Heroes for the Nintendo GameCube. We have just 2 missions left, 2 emblems, 2 A ranks. We have an okay one and that one. But this one doesn't, it's like it's means of saying no, we're going to keep you out of Final Fortress. So we're going to make you suffer an egg fleet instead. Let's try attempt number 3. And see if I don't die this time. I mean, the first one, my homing attack went all over the place at one point. And then I eventually died. The homing attack had nothing to do with it, actually. I just fell off the edge. And the second time... Here's your next mission. Operation Collection 1. Infiltrate the vacuum. Time limit without being detected by the enemy. Yeah, and the second time... I didn't even let Eggman finish what he was saying there. Because I didn't make that next platform all the rail above it. But anyway... No, Charmy, we can't take the ships. Don't know what you're even thinking. No, it's a good thing that spring's there. I mean, you can take it that way if you want, but this way has a 1-up. And the enemy. So... You know, this way has points. And a power core. Definitely worth going that way. I can't even remember what's in the other direction other than the fan. Right, I am not going to homing attack on that this time. Due to whatever was the madness that occurred before. Right, screw that. Going down here. There are balloons in the far distance over there. I think that you can thunder shoot at them. It's a bit hard to aim, but I think they're both worth 20 rings. But we're under a time limit, so there's really no point in wasting your time. Yeah, that's also worth 20 rings. It's definitely worth taking the bottom path. It's just that it takes a bit longer. But the time limit for this isn't that bad really. It's not very strict. You've just got to make sure you keep moving. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to attack all the enemies. I really shouldn't be. Because that's just wasting time. So I'm not going to do that from this point onwards. Unless I have to. Unfortunately, I think for the next one I have to. And again, as with the ghosts in Hand Castle, you need to remember that the cannons don't count. It doesn't matter if you get spotted by the cannons. These ones all have lances, and I hit the egg pawns with the lances, spears, whatever you want to call it. Because again, I don't know why, but Espio does become visible once he gets hurt. I don't know. Maybe Espio has to do something to make himself invisible. Although let it be said, chameleons cannot go and chameleons do not turn invisible. They change colour, but they don't turn invisible. Then again, this is also a series about a super fast blue hedgehog, a fox with 2 tails who can fly, and an echidna. I don't even know what Knuckles does to glide. Like, is dreadlocks? Like, how is Knuckles gliding? Let it be said, echidnas cannot glide. They are simply an egg-laying mammal that eats ants. And they look a bit like a cross between a hedgehog and an anteater. But other than being mammals, they are related to neither. Actually, they're more related to a platypus more than anything. Anyway, these are animal facts for something else. Right, I always like to take them out. You don't need to, but I like to. Alright, no. I'm going to watch out because if there's a lot of cannons attacking you at once, the explosions, your invincibility frames may stop when the explosion is still there. It's very possible for that to happen. That one, and that one. Right, let me get onto the battleship. 2 minutes to spare. Again, don't bother with that target switch, it's on the ground. So let's take the other way. Except that the game is going to do all in its power to stop me from making anything. There we go. I don't normally make that. That's a nice change. That is much harder than it looks. Right, I believe you can, it doesn't matter if this guy actually sees you or not. Because despite the cannon, I'm pretty sure he still knows I'm there. I mean, you go to the side of him for a start, so he should easily be able to see you. I'm pretty sure if you destroy that cannon, and, you know, to try and get at the Team Blast, you can still get detected by the E2000. That's like a Sonic 06 workaround. You're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do something this way, so you know we're just gonna make sure it doesn't really matter. Oh, I don't know what's going on with Vector's mouth there. It is like it's really good. Just boom, boom, boom. Don't know if it always looks like that or not. And his hand is clipping through his eye. But yeah, see, that mission is nice and simple on the third attempt.
Impossible feat. Ultimate ninja power.
But still, 3 attempts is 3 attempts. It's done. We have 1 mission left, 1 more emblem, 1 more A rank. And we're done with Team Chaotix. We have no more Team Dark. We have no more Team Rose. Let's end Team Chaotix so they're all that's left. With Final Fortress, another mission that can go on for a long time. We had to collect 5 keys before, now we have to collect all 10, and the level's layout of doing so wants you to play it twice. Unfortunately, its means of getting to the higher part of the level at one point is really hard to do.
Here's your next mission. Find the 10 jail keys on this flagship. I'm counting on you.
This is the core of the base.
We'll meet our client soon and collect our reward!
Yeah, the client. We should probably find him.
Okay, so that's a bit of dialogue you hear from Team Chaotix if you don't let Eggman finish by the time you get there. But yeah, that happens every time. Regardless of what version you're playing, that happens every time. You know, why am I taking the upper path? And you can say the upper path first if you want, but I don't know why it allows you to do that. Probably better off actually trying to just stun him with a thunder shoot. Yeah, like that. And you just gotta be quick. Your attacks do have slight homing properties, like the fire dunk did, because that's essentially what it is. That thing is supposed to crumble downwards. It's gonna do it at the wrong point. It's gonna do it at the wrong moment, isn't it? Ooh. Okay, there it goes. I don't know why now it's only doing that. I still don't know what's causing these things to fall down. Like, is it? I think it's supposed to be that the ship is crumbling under its own weight, but shouldn't that have happened like the moment the thing takes off? Whoa! Vector is made of butter or ice, because I don't know what happened there. This cannon's indestructible. I don't know what just happened with Vector there. Oh, and he managed to, the cannonball went right through him. Oh, that was incredibly uninteresting. But this mission is another one that takes a long time if you go after all the heavy egg hammers. I think they, for the most part, they are optional though. So you don't have to go after them if you don't want to, but you know, they are worth points. Don't know if it's actually possible to get that top one. If you use SBO's invisibility. Oh, it is. Not that it means anything, because I already have that. I think there was a robot down there, but we don't need to worry about him. It's another thing you gotta watch out for with the lances. I mean, it makes sense. You're just landing right belly first on it, so you know that's the standard reaction, I would say. Actually, the standard reaction would be death, but by the power of rings, that doesn't happen. So yeah, here's number 1. Let's count them, shall we? 1 heavy egg hammer. Oh, see, now he only gives me 5 rings. Compared to only having to fight 2 in Mystic Mansion, we have so many here, more than every other team. fact, it's probably more than Team Dark and Team Sonic combined. Maybe. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but I'm not really sure. Again, just attack them. Just get the middle ones. If you hold forward, you can hit the ones on the back. At least I think it has to be holding forward. Yeah, right. Did that wrong. Now what you want to try and do is get onto the rails above. I don't know what happened. Maybe you have to go into speed formation if you hit that when you go into that cannon. Actually, I'm doing this completely the wrong way. I need speed. I need a power formation. I suddenly remembered. I am doing that completely the wrong way. You need the power formation to get up here. I am so stupid. That 1-up is still in the cannon. I believe it's there for every team. Don't need to worry about anything there. So let's just go. Go, go, go. Woo! And try not to get shot in the face. Well, the face is, since there's 3 of you. I like how he gets out of that position the moment you exit flight formation. I still don't even know why he bothers when you do go into flight formation. Like, what difference does it make? Like, he can still go up and down even when he's in his normal form. Right, and again, you can just go through these lasers if you want. There's no reason to fight the enemies. In fact, this one encourages it. These are E2000Rs. Remember, these guys are worth 10,000 points. I really don't know if that's intentional or some sort of error. I don't know why the highest scoring enemies before this are only 1,000 and all of a sudden they're 10,000. Especially when their normal forms are only worth about 1,000. It's a really weird decision to make. You know what? I'm curious. I want to see if Team Chaotix comment on the weather. So I think I'm missing out on level ups, but you know what? I don't care. Right, let's see. Do they comment on the weather? No, they don't. Alright, I learned something new today. Team Chaotix are the only team that don't comment on the weather. And Team Sonic only do it in super hard mode for some reason. It's like Team... I guess it's because they... Well, no, because Team Dark isn't a callback or anything. Neither is Team Sonic, actually. Only Team Rose is a callback to Sonic Adventure. It's like the other teams aren't callbacks. Is there anything up here? Yes, there is. Now that we're done with Vector Shoe clipping through the ground, let's get another 10,000 points. I mean, 10,000 is a multiple of 2. It's 2 times 5,000. Right, I hate this cannon. I hate this cannon. When you can jump above him, the E2000 that's there for like Team Dark, I believe, is worse. Just gotta make sure that one doesn't shoot you. Come on, guys. Alright. Oh. Come on, stop padding the level out. Oh. SBO's only at level 1. Let's see if I can get him to max. Yeah, I'm convinced those springs are there, just so you have an easier way of getting to the higher ground. Or the higher rail, I should say, because your likelihood is you're not going to make it the way they want you to. Yeah, screw you, invincibility. You're hardly going to help when taking this guy out legitimately. You're only useful if I try to take him out the illegitimate way, and even then... We're not exactly using it. Yeah, Team Chaotix goes straight there. I fear I missed something there, though. I fear the key was located elsewhere, so we'll probably find out when I end up with the wrong number of keys. Thankfully, that's where the top path ends, though, so it's a simple drop down to find out. Well, no, actually, I think there's one other key. It's a simple backtrack on a rail, so backtracking on rails is pretty safe. So that's not a problem. It's the only key that's unavoidable. You're going to pick up that key regardless. Like, since mission 1 pretty much requires you to skip certain keys to get enough points, which is pretty much done just by killing enough E2000Rs. And again, I missed a few on this playthrough, but on my previous playthrough, that was the only A rank I missed. You know, not counting restarts from death, because I can't play this game without dying. All these years later, I still haven't gotten adjusted to these controls. That was the only one I missed. Because I ended up with, I think, a C rank, but I got A rank on everything else. Wasn't as successful this time round. Sometimes that does more damage than others, I don't know why. Oh! Again, if you're hit rather early into that hammer swing, he won't finish by the time your invincibility frames end. Right, let's try this again. Well, again, because we killed her. I don't know why I said that. Use Team Blast here. Otherwise, all three of them will call it the secret attack if you hit the hint ring that's further back. I'm not sure if the hint ring is still there now though. Sometimes when it's about an enemy, the hint ring will disappear. Yeah, that one did as well. Sometimes they disappear, sometimes they don't. Right, yeah, now this is where they trick you. You think you would have missed 3 of them, but in actuality they are on a different pathway because they want you to play the level twice. Now, are enemies hidden in those? Really? Oh, he's already dead. Can't fall down there. There is a set of springs in there that prevent you from falling down. Now we take the high road. I hate that level in the Insane Trilogy. I didn't really like it in the original Crash Bandicoot. Try getting a gold. Try getting a relic in it. Gold for the trophy's bad enough. I ain't never getting the platinum. Okay, that's encouraging. That means I haven't missed the key. Finally, 2000R, and then the impossible. Look at the placement of those cannonballs. How are you supposed to get anything? I don't know how they expect you to get over there. Whoops, I missed time. Wait a minute. No, actually no, because there's at least 2 more heavy egg hammers down there. Possibly 3. Sometimes they just don't aim for you. Sometimes they just do that. Right, and now this jump is impossible. It really is. It's impossible. Like that. I was able to do a safety jump, which I'm convinced is the sole reason for these springs to be here. Like, jump on the springs, and then just fly up. Because you can't make that the way they want you to. So just ignore it, and then just fly. Just hit the springs and fly. Because those spike cannonballs, it's not like you can exactly control where the triangle jump is going to go. This isn't like Shadow the Hedgehog where you can run a few feet forwards. And then and then jump. So it's all about, really, it's all about where you are when you start. And then you got to try and adjust the height. You gotta make sure you're at the right height because the second cannonball is higher than the first one. It's horribly designed. In every way. It's weird how the helmet takes so long to disappear. I don't recall. Is there anything over here? Another heavy egg hammer? Of course there is. There's so many of them here. I don't know why Team Chaotix gets so many. It's like Team Dark's supposed to be the hard mode, so why have Team Chaotix got to face so many of them? Come on, swing that hammer, it's hammer time. Camera is not helping me though. This guy's not doing anything. I want to save my Team Blast for the last one. Thank you. You know, the one that's got less room to work with. Right, And he's down. You think the helmets would be on a bit better. But you think Eggman would make the robots without some sort of weak point. I always get nervous, so that's going to send me the wrong way. I don't think it will. I think it sends me over here, but I don't want to take that chance. Grab the pulley. Grab the rings, because why not? Grab whatever in this cannon. Oh, invincibility. Of course, the one I used the Team Blast on. Because they gave me a shield for the other one, I guess. Kind of wish they just gave me 2 invincibilities, but what can you do? And that's it. That is it. We're 13 minutes in, and that is it. We didn't die. We got plenty of points. That should be an A rank. I believe that's still a higher score than the first mission. Which means that should be an A rank, which means we should have done it. And the answer is... Yay! That's it. We've done it. 120 emblems. 141 A ranks, and our final multiplayer thing as well. So for getting all the emblems, you unlock the expert race. It's pretty much just action race, only with longer levels. And for once, the levels aren't actually Seaside Hill, Seaside Zone, Grand Metropolis Zone, and Casino Zone for a change. That's what almost all of them are. I mean, there's a couple. I think Quick Race has one set in Mystic Mansion, and then there's... I can't remember where the other one is set. The first one is Seaside Hill. I can't remember where the second one is. Obviously, the special stages are different. Even then, they're like special stages 1, 4, and 7, I think. And... I don't know. It's been such a long time. But as we can see... the expert races, I believe, are Rail Canyon, Fog Forest, and Egg Fleet, which has a lot more clouds. They do change the aesthetics a bit. But, yeah, we now have a final section unlocked. If we go into story mode and finish a story, I'd recommend just do the last story after the credits roll. It will say, try super hard mode. It's basically saying you are still not quite done. And what super hard mode is, it's a bit of misleading, really, because it's really not that hard. And even then, you're not ranked. So you can just blaze through the stages. It doesn't matter how many times you die. I mean, you still have lives, and the lives do reset. So you are going back to 3 lives. And unfortunately, that does carry on for anything with Team Sonic now. You go back to story, go back to challenge. They will remain at 3 lives. So you have got to watch out for that. And there are a few more things I want to talk about with super hard mode, but I think we will leave that for next time. So I'm going to get to recording the little things I want to showcase for the extra video. And I will see you guys for that. Then one more little bonus video, and then we'll finally finish things off with super hard mode. So I will see you guys then.